Hey guys, so I actually can't find my MAC paint pot, which is what I normally prime with. So instead I will be priming with my Makeup Forever foundation. Alright, now that we have that all set, I got the Jeffree Star Cosmetics palette, Blood Sugar, in the mail. It was for his Valentine's collection, I think. So it comes in this really cute packaging. So it comes like this. It really does smell so nice. It smells like real leather. And so you undo the little clasps and bam. Like, damn. Literally damn. I mean, it is fabulous. So I think I'm actually, hopefully this isn't an unpopular decision, but I think I'm actually going to try out the top row just to see what the neutral vibe is like if you're someone who doesn't like crazy makeup, and see how that applies. And I'm definitely going to be trying out all of the other fun shades at a different time. So if you are someone who likes to be bold like me, if you come on back to another video at another time, I will definitely be trying all of those fun guys out. I'm going to go in with Glucose and just put that. I'm so sad to dip into it because it's so beautiful, but I'm just gonna put that. Wow, it really is a nice white. But I'm going to put that all over the eye as a base. It's definitely pigmented, as you can see. I would not necessarily use this as a base during the day just because it is a very nice pigmented white. But that's okay. Might make you look a little zombie-esque. Alright, so there is a lot of fallout from that shade, if you can see. Trying to show you, yeah, there. Which I don't care about. I'm not someone who gets annoyed by that at all, as long as there's pigment. So, but if you are someone who cares about that, then that's something that you should know. So that was Glucose. Now I'm gonna go in with Sugar Cane, which is the one right next to it. So I think next I'm going to go in with Cake Mix, which is the third in that row that I showed you. So it's going on really nicely. I don't know what's up with my eyes right now. They're really dry. My whole face kind of is. I'm getting a little peelage down here. I overused a product basically, so. Oh, there you can tell. But anyway, this will all get cleaned up. The dryness, it's making it go on a little, not intensely smoothly, but I don't think that that has anything to do with the product. I think it has everything to do with my skin, the condition of my skin right now. I have very dry skin in the winter, and I generally have, my skin is not acne prone other than on my chin. So busy, but I've been thinking about what I wanna do with you. I'm just going straight down this line, honestly. I think that Jeffree kind of made everything so that it would work well in the lines. The rows of three, obviously you can mix and match, but the more natural kind of smoky eye vibe is in this line anyway. So now I'm going in with Ouch. I'm so busy, but I've been thinking about what I wanna do with you. I know them other guys, they've my eyelids. If anyone is watching this who has this issue, I do have really sensitive skin. Sometimes when I do a makeup look that upsets my skin, it gets a little more scaly, like how it looks now, which is super attractive. So if anyone has any fixes for that, that would be amazing. So there's so much fallout that the little star imprint is starting to wear away already, which is sad because it's so pretty. But again, I actually think I like fallout. Like, I think it usually means it's a more workable color. But if you can see, the brown is like kind of falling into the other ones. Ouch, right there. But again, I think it makes it sometimes is easier to work with. And this mirror is amazing. So I'm gonna go into the last and darkest brown shade, Intravenous, all the way to the right at the top, and just really work it into the crease here. Now again, I know this actually isn't insanely relaxed of a look. I said it was like for my friends who don't like bold stuff, but it's not bold in terms of color. Obviously all of this needs to be blended out and cleaned up. So I'm gonna go back in with glucose and blend out the top lines. And then I always go in with a makeup remover. It's pretty hard to get it perfect unless you do that little tape trick that people do. I can now blend out the part of it that is that sharp line right there. Now I'm gonna go in with the cream formula, color Donor. So I'm gonna try first with my finger. That's pretty nice. All right, so let's see what I can do. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it. I'm now gonna try it with a brush. I usually don't even like to try stuff on my brush dry. Like, I always add setting spray or Fix Plus, but for the purposes of reviewing this, I'm going to put it in dry first, see how that works. Looks like it's going on decently. Honestly, that went on really well. So far this formula can do no wrong. Okay, so let's try it with a little bit of Fix Plus. Yeah, I just really like doing it with the wet brush. It just goes on so smoothly and pigmented. Regardless of the formula, I think, like, well, not regardless of the formula, but I think even if a formula is really good, I think that wetting the brush when it comes to cream or glitter formulas, like, it usually makes just kind of a world of a difference. I still have a lot of reviewing to do with this palette in terms of the other 12 colors that I haven't tried yet, but I'm really impressed. Great formula, great pigmentation, and I'm excited to try out all of the other colors. Now I'm gonna throw on some liner, and I'm going to be using Kat Von D's Tattoo Liner. Tell me you were ready. I know what to do if only you let me. So this is kind of an old tattoo liner, and it's not going on as smoothly as it does when you first buy it. So when it gets like that, I usually like to kind of map out what I'm doing and then put a liquid pot liner over it rather than a pen. Alright, so I have it mapped out, and then I'm taking my Gerard Cosmetics. It is the Eternal Eyeliner. I don't know if they have other colors, but this is just the blackest black. And I'm just going to fill everything in, kind of clean it up. So then I like to take my Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacquer, which is the best for waterlines, both upper and lower. Really stays. I'm gonna go in with some mascara before I put on some falsies. And the mascara that I'm going to use, is Too Faced's Better Than Sex. Just want to coat them before you put on your lashes, because it's almost a primer, let's say. And I'm using the Duo glue in clear because I cannot do it in black. I will 100% fuck up my makeup, like actually every time. Alright, so I'm taking some cheap ass lashes. I'm using the Ardell Wispy pack, Demi Wispies. I don't remember the number, but anyway, I like natural lashes. I think they already look pretty fake even if you get them natural, and I think when they're too fake and OD, they don't really look very good. That is my personal opinion. So waiting for it to dry. You want me to, and now it's me and you. So I place them kind of in the middle, and then I take the tweezers and put them where they need to be. So that's one eye. And then I like to take the mascara and kind of further push them together. Next set of lashes, and the same deal, but I don't want to bore you, so I'm probably gonna do this off camera. So I'm putting on the Nug mask, which is really good for lip moisture. Okay. So we are done with the eyes. FARSÁLI. Primed in that way. Wait for it to dry a little bit, and then I'm going to be using one of my old favorites as a primer, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It's funny because when it goes on, it feels like it's gonna be really sort of slimy and potentially oily and worrisome, but it actually doesn't cause any of those kinds of problems. It's really fantastic. While we wait for that to dry, I think I'm actually going to start on my eyebrows. I'm using Eyebrow in number 4. to use Winky Lux's nice little spoolie. Next, going to freak out because I don't know where my beauty blender is. Lord. You know when it's like one of those days where you actually just don't have time to deal with stuff like this that takes like 5 minutes out of your life? Well, that is me right now. Found her. Real Techniques. I am using L'Oreal Paris's Infallible Pro Glow in color 203 Nude Beige for foundation today. We have a bit of an issue with how dry my chin is right now, which I don't really have a fix for. I think I just pound on makeup and hope nobody notices. But I've been keeping my skin pretty makeupless since it got so dry. Trying to give it a little space and moisturizing it, and then in moisturizing it I got more pimple down there. So I just put it on either, like if I'm covering something up, I just put it on either end just so that it's like, and I know obviously I'm putting on like light stuff where I'm supposed to have contour and where it's supposed to be dark, but I have to cover that shit up. Next, I'm going to put on my contour, Clinique Chubby Contour. Then I'm taking to bake my under eye and set my under eye the RCMA No Color Powder. And while I have this set up, I can work on my under eye. Taking the Marc Jacobs Highliner once again, but this time in the color Earthquake, Earthquake, Earthquake. Then going back into Blood Sugar. I kind of want a bright look, so I'm going to take Cake Mix and Sugar Cane, a little mix of that with a tiny bit of Ouch. And for the very outer eye, a little bit of Intravenous. For the inner corner, I'm going to try Candy Floss because Jeffree himself loves putting candy floss everywhere. Taking some mascara on the lower lashes. Alright, gonna get rid of this. And now I'm going to put a little bit of powder all over the face using Cover FX in light translucent or translucent light. So I put it in the lid of the cup. And it's it's really just to kind of set everything, make sure it's not like mad wrinkly up in there. Wrinkly, I don't even really know what I'm saying. Got it in my hair, so it's looking a little white at the top, but whatever. And done. We're done. All right, now for contour, I'm gonna take Cocoa Contour by Too Faced in the color Medium Cocoa for just a nice overall. Add some color to your face before I chisel out a real contour. And for that, I'm gonna use this nice Morphe brush right here. Same color, but I'm just gonna chisel out the contour a little bit more. Then I always like to add this to my chin and under eye, especially when I have pimples there. The L'Oreal True Match. I use shade Neutral N2, which is a little too light for me, honestly. And just kind of pat it where I need a little extra coverage. Finally, we're gonna add some highlight to this bit. I'm gonna use the BECCA Cosmetics highlighter in, not Champagne Pop, the famous, but in Prosecco Pop. It's a nice gold. Came in one of my boxy charms, no surprise there. Using my favorite Anastasia brush, which I don't remember how I found it, but I was looking for a highlighter brush, literally high and low. I have another one that I like, but it just, I think I saw this one on Instagram everywhere, and none of the makeup influencers or artists, etc., were putting where they got their brush from, and I was so frustrated because obviously they get 100 bajillion comments a day and they weren't going to respond to me despite me asking them over and over where they got their brush. And again, I don't remember exactly who I finally got the information from. It may have been just a friend, but either way, I was very grateful. Okay, a little blush. Okay, so this is Tarte. Baby, tell me how you like it. Honestly, the best setting sprays have alcohol in them, which is unfortunate because I think it really hurts my face. Not my face, my eyes more, actually. But we're gonna use Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day, which is sick, but does hurt my face a little. Using this Model Co. Little thing. I don't know when I got it, who gave it to me, or any of that. And then using Gerard Cosmetics in the color Bare It All. It's their matte formula, one of the best matte formulas out there for sure. As long as you're cool with it, I'll treat you right. Here is where you wanna be. Alright, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Again, I just wanted to say I really love how this look with Jeffree Star's new palette turned out. I think it's beautiful, really pigmented, and just really easy to work with. So, well done, Jeffree.